Have you ever wondered, okay, so what is it I am supposed to do when I get hit with a low blow or something bad happens and I don't know what to do? Do I just think positive, try and pretend it away, pretend it doesn't happen, just think positive? Do I go out and drink and smoke and party all night long? Is that what I do? Or do I lock myself up and cry in the dark by myself and feel sorry for myself? Believe it or not, you won't expect the answer I'm going to give you.
Welcome. This is Multiform PTSD because PTSD has no uniform. Here we are going to bring support and awareness to those who suffer from non-military related post-traumatic stress, including complex PTSD. And I'm here to help you win in this game of life.
I may surprise you. I answered yes to locking yourself up, crying by yourself, feeling sorry for yourself. That's what I said. But that's not all I have to say. Don't turn me off. I know some of y'all are thinking, Tracy, you are supposed to be an inspiration. You're supposed to be motivating and helping people transform their lives and to help them get better after their traumas. Yep, absolutely. Which is why you should listen. Because I've been there and I get it, even recently. You're absolutely right. Let me tell you why. Pain is your body's way of giving you a warning that something is wrong. Something needs fixed. So whether it's we need a surgery or a surgical procedure, or you have a broken bone, or whether you have a baby, those are traumas and they're ugly, but they all take time to heal. But no one looks at you funny when you take that time to have a baby, or when you're in the hospital for a few days with surgery, or if your arm is in a cast because you broke it in 3 spots. No one looks at you like you're crazy for taking some time to heal with that, right? But somehow we shame people who need time to heal from their emotional pain. I'm just as guilty when it comes to myself. This is crazy how we're treating people. We need time to heal emotionally too. Do you stay there forever? Do you stay in your room crying forever? Absolutely not. Do you stay in a cast forever? No. Do you stay in the hospital forever after surgery? No. You need to heal. You need to strengthen that body part again. So what do we do during this time that we're taking care of ourselves emotionally? We are feeling those feelings. We just feel them. Because if we stuff them, it's going to take longer to get over. I promise. I've tried all the other methods. They do not work. And I'm going to show you a visual on that here in just a minute. Do a little extra self-care. To scream into a pillow. To cry by a sad movie. Do whatever you got to do to feel the feels and allow your body to feel them. Acknowledge them because they're real. Be realistic about the issue. That's number 1. Be realistic. Don't make it worse in your head than it actually is. Don't stuff or pretend that you're just fine when you're not. Don't stay there. Those are my pieces of advice. Say you are in an open field and in front of you there's a forest. Right in front of you. You're looking in, it's a deep, dark forest. But you know that on the other side of that forest is a really big party with all your family and friends, or maybe your significant other, or your children, or your pets. There's music, there's sports, whatever it is, your new career, your new body, your new outlook on life, your new health, your transformations on the other side of that forest. Picture it. You have some choices. And a lot of times we choose to stay in that comfort zone, to stay where you feel safe, where it's not scary. But then you start really thinking about that goal on the other side of the forest. So what do? You start walking in. Now, the one option you could do is stay in your comfort zone, stay where it's not so scary, not so hard, and then you would just try to ignore the forest. So you ignore it for a while, ignore it for a while, ignore it for a while. Does it ever go away? No. In fact, those trees in that forest grow. The longer you wait, they grow. And they grow branches, and they grow more leaves, and they become even more difficult to get through. So you get through part of the forest, and then you have to cross a river. What? You have to cross a river? That's going to be hard. Yeah, it might be. You might have to swim, fight the rocks, fight the current. Yeah, it might be hard. Might be tough. So then you get tired when you get to the other side of that river, and you sit, and you go, whew, that was rough. That was really rough. You know what? You could just sit there and stay. Don't go any further. Just stay there and rot, or rest a little bit. Take care of yourself. If you've gotten hurt, you do a little first aid. You bandage yourself. You get some rest. You get some water. You get some food. And then you get up and you get to the other side of that forest. No matter how many times you stop, no matter how many times it just seems way too hard, realize that it would be way harder to not be with your friends, your loved ones, your pets, that party, that sport, that new job. And you get up and you keep going. You get up and you keep going. And that river you had to cross actually made you stronger. That mountain you had to climb over actually made you stronger. Yeah, you had to sit and rest a little bit. Yeah, you may have had to do a little first aid, but it made you stronger. So my friends, when you have a tough time, get out of the forest. Don't ignore it. It's not going to go away. The longer you wait, the more trees, the more leaves, the more foliage, the more difficult it's going to be to get through. So just feel it, take care of it, heal it, and move forward. Because I promise you, you will never regret that journey, no matter how hard it gets. Because when you get to the other side and you have that new career, you have that new relationship, you're with your loved ones, you're with your kids, you never regret looking back going through the forest. You're like, oh man, I am glad I did that because this is so much better. It was worth it. But if you don't, you may always regret not trying, not getting up and keep going. Choice is yours. I think you know what I think you should do. So get out there and do it. I'm kind of in one of those places right now where I had to let myself kind of lick my wounds, feel the feels for a time, and heal. But guess what? I am getting ready to get back up, baby. Get back up, get to the other side of that forest, and enjoy what's on the other side because there's so much there.
Hey, thank you so much for your support and your messages. I promise you, I read every single one of them personally, and they mean so much to me. They seriously keep me going. I invite you to subscribe and share this podcast. Thanks for being here.
That body part again. Sorry, I hate loss. Be realistic. Oh, I'm not lying. I did this one because I am having one of those moments. I am not talking from the cheap seats. Woo! Almost had to put a warning. Cheap seats. Why did I think doing this outside was going to be a good idea?